17th UT time, Magneto's pulse. The Magneto's pulse. This is the dome that protects us from so-called harmful solar radiation, gamma radiation, ultraviolet light, beta, delta, gamma rays. Here you go right here. So
sorry, Israel, having technical difficulties.
This is the dome that stretches from the North Pole down to the South Pole. Earth is in the middle. This half over here, which is the white side, is the daytime side. The black is the nighttime side. So the sun is out here somewhere. The sun is over here somewhere. And this energy right here is coming from the daytime side of the sun that we see in the sky, supposedly. So this energy, and you see how it's pressing against the dome. And it's like a double hit. It's the energy that's pressed along, and then you see when that double hit come, it stretches all the way to the top. Look, see, it's all right here in the corner. Right down here in the corner, you're going to see here, and then when it hits, that double energy hit, it stretches all the way up top. So now listen, this is like a bucket, like I said before, that's just catching solar radiation. And as it's catching it, it's stripping away at the dome. Anybody know anything about water and housing? You understand? They know that once water comes into a house or anywhere water starts leaking in the house, damage happens immediately. If you may not see it right away, but as water starts to leak somewhere, it picks up, and the residual effects is major damage. And this is what's happening. Solar radiation is being overloaded on top of the dome and spewing inside of Earth, right? And because of that, the dome is being eaten away. This dome is being eaten away. Like I said, I'm preparing myself for the Great Alignment in October. In October, I think it's the middle of October, the beginning of November, whichever one. I'm waiting for that Great Alignment, Red October. That's what I call it, and where Earth will be pulled in between four gas giants. And here we go. We have that radiation on the front side of the planet, and then we have all of this radiation. Look, when you see look at all this dust right here. This is all radiation, and you see these two objects right here are satellites. And these dots right here is the orbital track for those satellites that orbits Earth that only monitors solar radiation. Goes 16 and goes 18. Look at this radiation on the nighttime side of the planet. Not to mention, you can see the point right here of the square. You can see the square. Look, you can see the point. Let me zoom in a little bit. You see that? You see that square? You can see that square. So now look at this energy here. Okay, my people, so here we go. Look at the backside where I was showing you this energy. Look at the color. Red, yellow, green. And then what makes it even more bad is look at all of this radiation. I can see if this radiation was just out in the exosphere. This radiation is above your head. This is right above in your atmosphere, which means we all are ingesting these cosmic particles, regardless if you want to ignore it or not. If you want to continue to ignore it all, that's all up to you. But regardless, we are all absorbing this, and you're going to feel it even more going forward. Everything is going to intensify automatically. Back to this, I want to speak about something. This draft with this war that's coming up that you didn't even know that they passed the law. And I told y'all this is happening regardless if you want to face it or not. This is happening. This is the race against the sun. And this draft does not mean just men. This draft was for men and women. Just understand that. Men and women. It's not going to work amongst us, but I will tell you this. This whole thing that's setting up right now is to get the eukaryotic cell, the complex cell organism, to literally kill each other. They're already working on a good path of them doing it. And also to get us to slaughter each other, because this will stop us and prevent us from passing into absolute. When we kill each other, when we harm each other, this will stop us from passing into absolute. I didn't say defend yourself. If your brother and sister is moving around like a demon in the dark and they're trying to harm you, then you have every right to do what you need to do. Do not be in fear of that. But like, oh, that's my brother, that's my sister, when they're trying to take from you and take your life. That is not happening. I understand and understand that. But if you go out and look to harm our brothers and sisters because the power is going out, they're waiting for this energy that Earth is absorbing. They are waiting for this energy that Earth is absorbing. All of this is not even in your exospheres, my people. I can see if this was out in the solar system. This is right here. This is right above your head. All of this energy right here. We are absorbing this. And they are waiting for Earth to release this energy because they know it's going to cause a catastrophic event where as though they can push climate change and also this fake war power grid going down, so forth and so on. They're going to use the activities with the sun to pull all types of other bull hockey shit to get the so-called black people on this planet, organic species of this planet, to kill each other, and the complex cell organisms are already going to panic and kill each other. They already know this. So let me move forward. Here is solar wind. How do we know something is on the backside of the planet? I'm going to show you. Here, solar velocity wind, the speed that the cosmic particles is coming from the sun. Here you go, 6/17/2024 going into 6/18/2024 UT time. So how fast did this get? This stayed in the 500 range, which means something consistently, that this is consistently hitting you at this frequency, which means this is devastating, my people. It's okay to have those spikes, those M flares, those X flares, it's good. But when you have something that is solar wind that is consistently at a certain speed, that's for hours, this is called wear and tear, breakdown. So this went all the way up to 583 kilometers per second. You can put that in the computer and find out how many miles per hour that is. Again, Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side, the black is the nighttime side. So that means the sun is over here. So these rays represent energy coming from the sun. You know how they do, my people. This energy these arrows represent rays that are coming from the sun. That's over here. Earth is right here in the middle. So these arrows should hit the dome. Some of them should hit Earth and then travel out into the solar system. But if you look right here on the back side of the planet, especially at remember the corner? Remember up here in the southeastern side of the planet? It was the southeast side right here. Let's go down here to the magnetosphere. See the southeast side of the planet? See that right there? Right here. Southeast side of the planet. You go over here, same thing. And look at the energy. Look at the arrows reversing, particularly at that point. See how they reversing, particularly at that point? See how they reversing? Yeah. This arrow right here did not reverse. This arrow is going straight. This arrow is going straight. These arrows are going straight. This is going straight. This arrow reverse. This arrow, this arrow, this arrow, this arrow, this arrow. All of this. So whatever is there, it is very close. It is very close. It is pushing particles back into the planet. Paul. Okay, here you go, my people. We have back-to-back. We have back-to-back. We have back-to-back M flares. We had back-to-back M flares. And then it went for a duration without. So we had back-to-back M flares, went for a duration, and boom, another spike, another M flare. And we stay in the C flare range. Like I said to you, my people, this right here is keeping the womb open. And then this right here causes an uptick in the changings of your DNA. When you get these strong spikes, these are what you call radio messages. Sound wave frequencies. Pause.
This is actually happening as millions of dogs are passing away from just going outside, with terrifying reports saying it's expected more to pass in just the next month. People were terrified after the U.S. announced a code red emergency for pets, telling people to not bring their pets outside for summer or it could be in severe danger, and it's getting worse. The Humane Society reports that dogs going outside are getting symptoms like having glazed eyes, rapid heartbeat, and difficulty breathing. And if you see this happening, it might already be too late. With dogs and cats cats that have small snouts to have severe difficulty breathing. Many are now being advised to keep their eye out for excessive sweating on the tongue and paws. Doctors are reporting this to be a heat stroke, and given the amount of heat warnings we already had, this could definitely worsen in the summer. Keep your pets indoors, do not use a doghouse, and this is happening to millions of dogs from just going outside, as the most contagious cancerous infection for your pets is currently spreading rapidly, and there's no cure. People were horrified after veterinary clinics and hospitals were calling code red on a mysterious infection attacking the immune system, spreading fast from just taking your dog on walks, and in some cases causing dogs' life to end. Dogs are reported to be unable to eat, bleeding of the mouth, and completely having their airways blocked, with doctors reporting that dogs who have these symptoms will have to stay like that as there is no cure. It can spread it to others within minutes by simply if they even bark with other dogs, with many being warned if they start to notice small porous bumps on their skin or redness known as dog papilloma or dog warts. These cases I mentioned are more severe and deadly if the bumps pop, get infected, or if it grows so big it stops the dog from eating or breathing, then surgery is definitely needed. For much smaller cases, usually it can go away and everything is fine.
This is happening to all complex cell organisms. They are breaking down. They couldn't breathe. Respiratory issues, sweating, heat stroke. The sun, this is a microwave that we are in. We're in. Fire heats you from the outside in. Microwaves heat you from the inside out. This is a radiation. We live in a solar planet, solar radiation. This is common sense, my people, and it's not hard. There was no war in the heavens. Understand and overstand. We have been bamboozled. It's okay, but these people, the eukaryotic cell, the complex cell organism, needed help in order for them to accomplish their creator's goal. Understand and overstand that. Once you get to that point, then we will be better off and we will start to take care of our children. Get these animals away from your children. These dogs are unhealthy. These dogs, they are all going to break down and start to display abnormalities like far as viruses, diseases, and breakouts and stuff. It's going to happen, and this is where I'm telling you, before it's even more apparent with the larger human complex cell organism, they're going to create chaos on the planet. Abundance and gratitude to you all. This is not hatred. This is actually truth.